All right, what up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Living the Dream podcast. Today we're going through Proverbs 4, verse 26. Let's get it. Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure. And so I'm not a huge planner. I used to be a planner and I would get caught in analysis paralysis. And so I stopped planning and I started taking action. But this is really interesting because it says ponder the path of your feet. And when you look at successful people, when they're not caught up in the fear of taking action, like successful people already conquered that. What's key is making sure you understand what action you need to take because you can work hard or you can work smart, or you could work hard and work smart. And so, really successful people that I see, like Warren Buffett, he'll read 6 hours a day. That's not a lot of taking action. Some people might call that analysis paralysis, but he's in a position where he needs to make one decision and it'll make him millions, if not billions of dollars. And so he can read 6 hours a day because he is pondering the path of his feet. And he's like, I'm gathering information so that I know where I want to go. And he's also developed frameworks for his business, for his investments to understand, hey, this is the path I'm walking. I'm not going to be led astray. And so the interpretation here is begin with the end in mind. Start planning, start wondering where your feet are going. Ponder that, and then keep in mind where you want to be. And so the entrepreneurial application of this is really just getting that clarity, getting in a business or a job that you feel will fit your lifestyle. Warren Buffett, for example, has like one thing on his calendar every 3 to 4 weeks, or maybe every 2 months. His calendar's not packed. And Patrick Bet David, who's a beast. I'm not downing Patrick Bet David here, but he said, "Show me your calendar, and I'll show you how well your business is going to do." And that's really funny because Warren Buffett's calendar is empty, but the things on his calendar are very impactful. He also preps in such a way and makes decisions in such a way that it is very just effective. And then has people below him whose calendars are probably packed, so his calendar can be clean. And so it's really like Warren Buffett had to think about how he wanted his schedule to look, how he wanted his reading to look, and he had to design that lifestyle in around his business and his job. And so you have to keep in mind the extent to which you want time, location, and financial freedom, what mission you want to kind of go after, and what you want to help people do, what impact you want to leave, and then how you want to include your family and friends. And so this has shown up in my life, beginning with the end in mind, pondering the path of my feet when I thought about my whole life as like a W-2 worker, an entrepreneur, how I want my family to look. It's like two things really came to mind. First, building community. What vision is big enough to include people, and how can I incentivize them to join the mission? Those are really the questions I ask myself because I'm pondering the path of my feet, and I want to be fulfilled, and I want the people around me to be fulfilled, and then I want the people around me who are fulfilled to inspire more people to become fulfilled. So what vision is big enough to accomplish that goal, and how can I incentivize people to join the mission in a sustainable, consistent, focused, unified manner? The second thing is picking opportunities. When I ponder the path that my feet are on, um, you know, all my ways will be sure, right? I want to pick opportunities that are proven and that have high leverage, relationship based, and things I could do for the rest of my life. So real estate includes leverage. It's all relationship based. Day trading includes leverage. It's relationship based in the fact that I do it with my brother and we plan on training up other traders and stuff. So it's a relationship based aspect. I could do it for the rest of my life, honestly, because I find it fun. I find putting together real estate deals fun. And then podcasting and coaching is honestly the highest leverage activity because the biggest asset we have are the people in our relationships. And so when I'm podcasting, I'm building my network. And when I'm coaching people, I'm helping improve them. And if you improve them well, and you have a community, a vision that we can go after together, they will become an asset in my book and I will become an asset in their book because we will continuously add to each other's lives. So that's where it has shown up in my life, just how I look at my life and the opportunities I pick and the community I envision for my life. And then where do I want it to show up? Persistence and focus. I want that to be relentless. And that really comes from just, I have this vision of this community. I have this vision of these opportunities. Commit to it. Persist through the adversity and stay focus. Too often I allow myself to sway and stray because, financial pressures come up, stress comes up, life comes up, and then you switch it up, right? When that is not the answer. The key is to endure, stay the course, and come out on the other side. So that's where I want it to show up in my life, just beginning with the end in mind and then keeping the end in mind, because as I continue to ponder the path of my feet, I won't go astray if I'm continuously doing it, because I'll realize that going astray will take me from my goal. So, how can you guys apply this to your life? I would say first, allow yourself to dream and start writing down what you want your life to look like. Once you're clear on that, the steps are pretty simple. Just don't limit yourself. And so, what I mean by that is when you write down the fact that you want to cure cancer, right? The steps to curing cancer is a hard one for me to envision, but the steps to cure cancer will become more clear as you allow yourself to dream that dream. And when you write it down and you start asking the appropriate questions to get to the cure, you're going to know a lot more about it in a short amount of time than the average Joe like myself does. And eventually, if you persist and you focus and you're relentless about it, you'll have a breakthrough. And so that's what I mean by just don't limit yourself. Dream big, write it down. And once you're clear on that dream and goal, you've pondered the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure. And just stay focused, stay persistent, and relentlessly go after it. And remember, all your ways are sure after you ponder that path. So do not limit yourself when you're doing this. Have the dream, talk to God about what He has for your heart. If you're not Christian, I still encourage you to apply this wisdom. Like, it's straight up wisdom. You will be better off if you pondered the path of your feet than if you didn't. And there we go. That's all we got for you guys today on the show. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you on the next one. And on that note, we're out.